When a bargirl says she quit the bar, most men believe something very important just happened. They believe the relationship became safer, more real, more exclusive. They believe they escaped the danger zone. But quitting the bar and leaving nightlife are not the same thing. And misunderstanding that difference is where many relationships quietly begin to fail. Because both people are using the same words, but psychologically, they are attaching completely different meanings to them. One hears emotional commitment. The other experiences occupational adjustment. Same sentence, different internal reality. In a man's mind, quitting the bar carries enormous emotional weight. He hears sacrifice. He hears commitment. He hears choice. He thinks it is a clean transition. No more customers. No more late nights. No more hidden conversations. No more competing attention. He believes nightlife has ended. And naturally, he interprets that decision personally. She quit for him, which means loyalty should follow, along with stability and the security that comes with it. This reaction is understandable. Humans instinctively link sacrifice with attachment. When someone appears to give something up, the brain interprets it as proof of bonding. But here is the problem. Men often interpret quitting as a moral transformation, while for her, it may simply be a change in income strategy. Here, what quitting the bar often means in reality. The bar is a workplace. Nightlife is an ecosystem. Leaving one does not automatically remove someone from the other. Many times, quitting the bar means moving to a massage shop, hostessing, PR work, freelancing privately, maintaining regular customers quietly, shifting income online. The environment changes, but the economic reinforcement system remains. And this isn't always deception. Sometimes she genuinely believes she has changed. Because behavior changed visibly, she can look you in the eyes and honestly say that she quit working to be with you. But psychologically, the habits formed under long-term reinforcement persist. Human behavior follows learned survival systems long after circumstances shift. The brain protects familiar earning pathways. Unfortunately, just because a bargirl removes herself from the bar doesn't mean that her old habits have gone away. That is where the saying comes from. You can take a girl out of the bar, but not the bar out of the girl. Men like to say that but don't think deeply on what it means. And this is where most men underestimate the situation. Nightlife isn't just income. It reshapes identity. It trains emotional packing. It normalizes male attention. It recalibrates expectations about money, freedom, and validation. Inside nightlife, money arrives quickly. Attention is constant. Social energy is high. Freedom feels immediate. These conditions create continuous dopamine feedback. Then suddenly, normal life asks for routine, schedules, delayed rewards, predictable income, quiet evenings. To a man, that feels stable. To someone exiting nightlife, the nervous system may interpret this as loss of stimulation and status. You can quit a job in one day. You cannot neurologically detach from an identity that fast. Here's the timeline men rarely see. Most exits follow a strikingly predictable pattern, and understanding this timeline explains nearly everything. Phase 1. Relief and fantasy. The first weeks feel incredible. Hope is strong. Future plans begin. She sleeps normally again. You feel closer than ever. Both of you believe the hardest part is over. Because relief feels like progress. But psychologically, relief only means stress temporarily decreased. It does not mean adaptation has occurred yet. Phase 2. Financial compression. After a few months, reality appears. Savings shrink, income slows, unexpected expenses arrive, and something subtle happens. Dependency, anxiety begins. Humans are highly sensitive to loss of financial autonomy. Even supportive relationships can trigger subconscious fear when survival depends on another person. She starts comparing present stability with past earning power. Not emotionally, in practical terms. Now boredom enters the picture. Her friends are still going out. Nightlife stories continue on her social media feed. Money comparisons happen silently, and the most dangerous thought appears. I could fix this quickly if I just go back. Most relapses don't happen because she misses the bar. They happen because she misses competence, control, and identity certainty. The previous system solved problems instantly. The new system requires patience, and the brain favors immediate resolution under stress. Even after quitting, continuity often remains. Old clients still message, friends remain in nightlife, social circles don't instantly change, late-night rhythms persist psychologically, behavioral environments leave cognitive residue. From the outside, things look different, but internally, reinforcement pathways remain active. Men mistake reduced visibility for transformation. But reduced exposure is not the same as the end of problematic behavior. The inherent risk remains because the only thing that has changed is environment. Identity and internal coping strategies have not. And here's the pressure trap men accidentally create. This part is uncomfortable because many men unknowingly accelerate relapse. When she quits, he often steps in immediately. He replaces lost income, pays rent, covers daily expenses, removes financial pressure. It feels supportive. And emotionally, it often comes from genuine care. But adaptation usually occurs under necessity. This is a vicious paradox that I've mentioned many times in my videos. When survival pressure disappears before new competence forms, motivation decreases naturally. The nervous system learns safety without change. The relationship slowly becomes asymmetrical. The man does the lion's share of the work to keep the relationship afloat, while the bargirl accepts change passively. In this scenario, only one person stabilizes. The other stops evolving at the same pace, and support without structure can unintentionally delay independence. Here, what a real exit actually looks like. A real exit from nightlife is rarely dramatic. It's boring, slow, sometimes frustrating, because real change requires identity reconstruction. Real change usually includes a stable alternative income, a new daily routine, reduced nightlife friendships, different sleep patterns, financial independence rebuilding, new identity formation, and most importantly, life becomes quieter, less exciting, less intense. Humans often interpret reduced stimulation as unhappiness before recognizing it as stability, which is why many exits fail during otherwise successful transitions. Here's a reality check. This isn't about accusing anyone. Some women truly leave nightlife permanently. Many genuinely try, and many struggle, because structural gravity is powerful. Nightlife offers fast solutions to slow problems. Returning isn't always betrayal. Sometimes it's familiarity. Sometimes survival. Sometimes it is identity pulling someone back toward what makes them feel competent and known. Bottom line, if quitting the bar automatically created loyalty, bargirl relationships would almost never fail. But leaving a workplace and leaving a psychological ecosystem are very different journeys. So don't listen only to what changed. Watch what replaced it. Because real exits aren't proven by promises. They're proven by new systems that make returning unnecessary. If this video helped clarify something you've experienced, comment below. In the next video, we'll talk about the first financial mistake men make with a bargirl, and it's probably not what you think. Subscribe if you want clarity instead of confusion. Stay sharp.